Showtime.
Showtime.
All right, you
Uh,
said you had an opener.
I do, and I don't know if like you'll even fully understand what I'm talking about, but I want to lay it out anyway.
Lay it
Do
out for
you,
me, Bucko.
do you remember the moment where you like gained consciousness like as a human being? Do you like it's
Well,
like
yeah, when I was in the womb, I was unconscious, and then as soon as I came out, I was conscious.
fuck you. No, that's not what I mean. It's
I don't know. You kind of said I
like
wouldn't,
when
so
you're I guess that's true. When you're young, I don't know that like it could be like your first memory or something, but it's like one of the first moments you kind of like loaded into your mind and you think to yourself for the
you
first
like
time like
loaded up your last save.
no, but like honestly it's a good analogy that like people call it like loading into the lobby. But it's like the first time you have like the thought that like oh my gosh, I'm a human being that exists in the world and this is real life. And it happened like almost, a lot of people have it like when they're like super young, like 4 or 5, could be even younger than that, could be a little bit older than that, whatever. But like a lot of people can point to one moment or like that first time that they quote unquote like gained consciousness or like gained sentience or like became self-aware and they weren't just like a little kid just bumbling around being a kid.
um, I don't have a distinct moment like that. I have like
Nothing.
memories of when I was a kid, but like I don't have a moment where I was like, "Oh shit, I'm a dog."
Nope, that's not the same thing. See, our thing is that we're talking about being a human, like a
No,
human
no,
being.
with the dog with the W.
Oh shit! And
Okay.
I'm sorry, you spelled dog DOWG
The W implies the A. What do you want me to say? Dog with an A? Then you think I'm just saying dag.
with an AW.
But that's too much. If I say W, it implies the A. That's pretty obvious.
Shut up. Forget it. I don't care anymore.
I'm a dog.
Um, oh, I actually do. I saw a bunch of TikToks on this, and it's funny because like I start to think about it a little bit more, and I actually do very specifically remember the exact moment where I like became of like just myself and the world and everything. I was in third grade.
Oh, I don't care to know. No. Continue.
I was in third grade. I was in a Miss Castellone's class, and she was.
You guys know her, right, audience? Miss Castellone?
Everyone knows Miss Castellone. She was a hard ass.
Yeah, she was.
Like she was probably one of the toughest elementary school teachers I
Yeah.
had.
Her ass was fucking
Mm,
tough as a rock.
I don't know about that. Maybe
Not
you
a
might.
sight to see.
Uh,
Anyway, enough with the bad puns.
but
Continue.
she was just like she was just like very strict, at least
Yeah,
compared to other elementary school teachers, and like the
sure.
kids that definitely felt that a lot.
Uh-huh.
At this time, my mom was in the Philippines. She was like visiting family, and it was also the first time I got a phone, like a cell phone. It was just like a really old like Razor phone or whatever, like a flip phone, because
How
she
old
wanted
were
to
you?
like. Well, we were in third grade, so I must have been
Like 8 or 9?
7 or 8
Okay. No,
around
third
there.
grade's definitely like 8 or
Yeah.
9. Whatever.
That actually
Anyway.
that because it's like +5.
Yeah.
Um, it was and so like I had the because she gave me the phone because she just wanted to be able to like contact me whenever because she was worried because she was out and like my dad would be at work. So like if I ever needed it, and
Oof, I hope the internet is cutting out a little bit. So I hope I don't that probably will affect the recording.
we'll see.
But we'll
I
continue.
I I had a phone. My mom gave it to me because like she was in the Philippines on the other side of the world. So
Yeah, that yeah.
one night for her she wanted to call me, and that was happened to have been like 10 in the morning where we were where I was. And so in the middle of third grade class, I got a phone call from my mom, like loud as hell on this flip phone that probably couldn't even control the volume, like in the middle of class. And Miss Castellone looked directly at me and just like I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was like I got like not berated, but she
Oh God.
I was like, oh my god, like she's gonna get so
Wait
mad.
a minute. I think that you probably should say that again. The internet connection. It says my internet connection is unstable. That is so tough.
That's tough. Anyway, my mom called me at like 10 for her. It was like nighttime, but for me it was like 10 in the morning. She called.
That's
and
out of
like
pocket.
my phone out of pocket. My phone went off in the middle of class, and she looked at me, got super mad. I had to give her my phone. I was stressing out all day. She was like, "I'll talk to you at the end of class." And I was like at the end of the day, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. My parents are gonna get me in trouble, even though it was my mom's fault. I'm still gonna get in trouble. My teacher's gonna yell at me. All my friends are gonna make fun of me. This sucks. This sucks so much." And then at the end of the day, I was like waiting around for her to like talk to me, and she was just like doing her own thing. She wasn't even like paying attention. I think she was like talking to someone else, and like it was time to go, and I saw my phone on the counter, and I just took it and left. And
Oh
I
shit!
felt like
Oh shit!
I felt like the hardest dude on the block. Just like, you know what? Let's
You're standing out on the
dick
sidewalk.
in hand.
Huge as boner. Who's gonna compare themselves to me? I am the hardest.
I felt like the top of the world. I was the absolute man. I was just like, there are no consequences. I am God, and I can do whatever I want. I just got out of being in trouble in many different like facets. And then my friends were like, "What were you like? What happened? What did she say?" I was like, "I just left, man. Whatever." And in that moment, I felt immortal, and I was like, nothing is real, and I can do whatever I want. And that was the very first moment where I like locked into my head, and I was just like, so this is what the real world is like, huh? Yeah, I think I can do this.
So you loaded into the game with cheats?
Yes. No, I loaded into the game with what I thought was cheats. And yeah.
That's like when you play a game offline forever and you think you're really good, and then you load into an online lobby and you're fucking shit at the game. Yeah. You get absolutely destroyed by these level 100 like
third grade teachers
who just they they stomp on your hard on with their hard ass.
Dude, that's so fucked, man. I was like 8.
It's not sexual.
You're right.
It kind of sounded like that, but it wasn't supposed to be. And shame on anyone who thought it was. Because when I'm sexual, I mean it to be that way. This was not one of those times.
But this is Who Asked.
Nice. It's the most inconsequential show on the internet.
I'm Alex.
I'm Aaron. What do?
We talk about things.
Yeah, exactly. That's about it. That's about as accurate as you could possibly get.
Oh, it's so I have to hold on.
No way. He's stripping in the middle of it. No way. Put your dick away. What the fuck?
I thought I could. Dude, are you doxing me?
I told you we were recording. Okay, it's time to be civil.
Oh, you're serious? I thought. Okay. So today's a fun episode because we actually have
an email.
We have 2 emails.
Right. Yeah, we do 2 emails.
One is just a would you rather, and another one is just like a bunch of stuff, and we're just going to talk about some of the stuff. Wait, actually, also before we get into that, I do want to talk about it. Just to date the episode. Today I posted on.
Oh, you're going to talk about this?
Today I posted on the Instagram how much I personally don't like popcorn.
Yeah, what a fucking stupid opinion. Probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life.
Within the hour, I got a barrage of comments that could only be classified as hate mail.
No, it can't, because it is in no way, shape, or form mail. So you are horribly misinformed.
Sorry. Hate. Period.
Yeah. Hate messages. Hate. Justified criticism, one might say.
Never have we had that much engagement that quickly by some of my closest family and friends.
I know. The first comment was literally like within 10 seconds. And it was like, this is a bad take.
Shout out to my cousin Bernadette. You're the best. Really appreciate the support.
Bernadette, I just want you to know, if you're not aware, which you probably are, that the name of your Instagram account makes it sound like you are a big Bernie Sanders supporter.
Yeah, I never really thought about it that way.
Hey, if you're fine with that, that's cool. If you meant it to be that way, that's just totally great. But I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that.
But yeah, I just thought it was funny and wanted to bring it up for a moment. Just that I think we're at 19 comments now, and they're all almost I mean, like without response and stuff, maybe like 17 comments that are all just purely shitting on me and just railing me to the utmost degree. I don't even think, I think there's like maybe one rando, like one like fan that's not one of our family and friends that have commented that wasn't one of my close family and friends, just fully shitting on me over the internet.
Listen, they're the people that care about you most. Without a moment's
hesitation, which is crazy because the last one of these that we did was pineapple on pizza, and even that didn't get that heated that quickly.
That's because we didn't take a stance.
I guess that's true.
But with this one, it's like it's the people who care about you most, right? So when you step out of the pocket, they have to check you.
That just beat the shit out of me.
They have
get
to
back in that pocket.
Take out the belt and just fucking whip your ass until you get back into that goddamn pocket.
Force feed me popcorn like the stuttering Jewish orphan I am.
No, you can't. You can't. Dude, it doesn't even make sense because that's like 3 episodes ago.
We're currently editing that episode, and I was laughing a lot over that because that was funny.
Oh my god.
Anyway, let's get to the
feeding you popcorn. They're like, it tastes good, doesn't it? It tastes good.
No, it just tastes like butter and salt.
Tell me it tastes good.
It doesn't. And someone said it fills you up, and it doesn't. How much popcorn are you eating?
Oh, popcorn can fill you up.
Popcorn. Why are you eating so much popcorn?
It doesn't take that much.
If you have that much popcorn, just get food.
If I'm going to a movie, I'm going to eat popcorn. I don't care where I am. I don't care who I am. I'm fucking eating the popcorn. I'm fucking that popcorn.
I'm fucking that popcorn, man. No ifs, ands, or buts as long as consent is present.
Damn. Doesn't that popcorn just look sucking fuckable?
I'll ever just consensually suck on popcorn at the theater. You can email us.
Who said anything about consent? I don't...
You can email us, whoaskedcast@gmail.com. Is consent necessary for popcorn and popcorn-related activities?
Doesn't even make sense.
That's what we're asking. Let's
get into something that's actually palatable.
Unlike popcorn.
Fuck you. Fuck you, you're wrong and you know it.
Okay, we got an email. Ooh. However, before I read it, we are going to need a name. And I did the name last time. So, Aaron, I'm going to need a name in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bob.
All right, I'm going to need a last name for Bob. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't say Bob again.
Oh, fuck it. Okay, give me another countdown.
Are you kidding? Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Robert.
Bob Robert. It's not even Roberts. It's Bob. So this man's name is Robert.
No. His name is Bob Robert.
No one's named Bob. People are named Robert.
Fuck you mean? There are plenty of people named Bob.
I need you. I will pay you money if you can easily find someone named Bob like on their birth certificate and their name isn't Robert or Bob.
All right, well, let me just start by stabbing in the dark and looking up Bob Saget. Or Bob Ross even. Famous people named Bob. I mean, like, I'm not going to go on a wild goose chase now, but I guarantee you there's at least one of them.
I don't believe you. So
my dick, his name is Bob Robert from birth. Why did you need a last name? There's no reason for you to require a last name.
I don't know. It just it makes the character more unique.
Fine, go with Bob Stevens. It's an easier name to.
No. It's gonna be. You know what? It's gonna be Bob now. This is your fault. Neither of us like this. What?
You never. Who abbreviates a last name like that? You don't do that. Last name is the last name.
That was your original choice. It was going to be Bob.
No, you don't know that for sure. You don't know that for sure.
His body language. You have to watch the video. He's gaslighting me right now.
No, absolutely not. You have no evidence. Bob Robert.
So Bob Boberts writes.
That was heinous. That was a hate crime.
Hey guys, whoa. Toward whom?
People named Bob.
All right, it's all the Boberts out there. That's on me. That's my bad.
You can't.
Hey guys, I'm a huge fan of the podcast. Oh, this is Bob Boberts, by the way. I go to college very far away from home, so it gets me through the long drives back and forth. Thanks, Bob.
Appreciate that.
All right. He's got a few things on the agenda. First order on the agenda. I have an opinion on one of your older podcasts that I've been sitting on for a while and would like to share. Just for context, he's about to start talking about do you remember when we talked about cereal
mascots that would kill us? Yeah. I remember that.
Cereal mascots that that the other person would lose to in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So remember when I talked about Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the crazy squares?
Yeah, I remember.
And I can't remember off the top of my head, but I believe I said that like I would win against the Cinnamon Toast Crunch squares and you would lose.
Well, it was just specifically that I would lose.
Gotcha. And that like that amounted into, I'd stomp on one of them right off the bat, like that meme. Anyway, this is where that comes from. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch crazy squares would lay out anybody. They would absolutely drop anyone. The reason? ? They are not on meth. They are on PCP. Have you ever seen someone on PCP? A person on PCP can achieve superhuman feats, such as yeeting a grocery cart at an individual 30 plus meters away, ripping one of those bolted down tables at McDonald's out of the ground, or jumping off a building because they think they can fly, breaking their kneecaps, then walking home on their hands. Aaron, this is him. This is still Bob talking. Aaron, though he can probably hold his own against most cereals, would probably get choke slammed by Cinnamon Toast Crunch crazy squares. That's the end of that little part right there.
Okay, well, I have a few responses probably.
Okay. Well, you address Bob. Don't attack the message.
Bob, firstly, how the fuck do you know what drug they're on? Huh? Have you tested them? Have you tested them?
Dude, I actually know Bob personally. Bob is an absolute crack addict. My man takes every drug under the sun in every possible way that he can take it. You know, injecting, snorting.
Stop.
Why?
Don't care. Okay. Bob, you're wrong. All right. There's no way you know. Firstly, there's no way you know what drug they're on. Secondly, even if they are on PCP or whatever, they're just going to be like, aren't they just going to be like attacking each other as well? Like they have no sense. They don't know what's right in this world.
Like they're feral.
I mean, they eat each other.
Actually, that is true. They do eat each other, and that's like when they're not even on drugs.
Who's to say they're going to congregate and be able to to join forces against one ambivalent figure, which is me?
This breakfast cereal swarm actually comes together and forms a society when they're on like super intense drugs, and they build a civilization.
They learn about fire. They start doing some irrigation. You know.
Aaron shows up to the arena ready for a really weird but winnable fight, and they show up and start just building a society, just like a religion, an economy.
They get those like tableaus, start writing cuneiform.
They've developed factions. They go to war with each other.
And finally, once they've developed like language and politics and government, they like finally turn to me.
Just like a full army. Like we Cinnamon Toast Crunch crazy squares.
Like we'd like to offer a peace treaty. I just stepped down the one big ass foot and killed them all immediately.
No, dude, they breed like rabbits, man.
But they're also cannibals.
Also true, but do we think that can actually balance out the population problem? Wait, hold on. Stop.
That's a philosophical question
that I don't know if we have time for it today.
But then my other counter argument is that I don't give a fuck what drugs they're on. They're still tiny as fuck. They're still tiny. They're still small.
But the energy that radiate. I love how incredibly specific he was about people on PCP.
He probably did drugs. He probably did research.
That they rip up bolted down tables specifically from McDonald's. I mean, those are bolted down pretty hard. I mean, and the very vivid image of someone jumping off a building because they think they can fly, breaking their legs, and then walking on their hands.
I mean, the things he was talking about sound senseless and dumb. Like it sounds like a person on PCP cannot direct their like attention or like actions. It sounds like they're just out of control. And so I'm not worried. Not worried.
It's like an ESPN interview, just like Aaron, guys, I said no interview, but the upcoming fight. Do you have anything to say about it?
Yeah, so I've been doing some research on these Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and they ain't shit. Honestly, they like all they do is like lick and eat each other and just like run around a bowl. So like, I'm pretty familiar with bowls. I'm not really worried about this. I mean, I could probably fuck around and just, I could eat them if I wanted to. I could just I could stuff them up my ass. They're not gonna kill me.
Now, Aaron, actually, that is a pretty interesting take on how you think the fight's going to go. We actually have a few of the crazy squares here right now. Do you want to say anything to them before the fight tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Ayo, dog. Ayo.
Sorry, can you actually specify? Can you actually specify what letters dog? Like, is it like DOG or like DAWG, DOWG?
Yeah, so it's with a U, but it's just pronounced dog.
Oh, this is actually very interesting. This is definitely going to affect the fight. Okay, what would you like to say the crazy squares?
Yeah, so suck my dick. Get in my mouth, bitch. You can train in my mouth.
Actually, you're good. They actually just somehow ate each other. They're both dead.
All right, word. Fight's over.
Fight's over. All right. How was the fight? Okay.
Heavyweight champion.
That was the heavyweight Who's lighter than the fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Dude, you get enough Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I can weigh a lot.
Coming in at 150, 140, 150, 135 pounds. Coming in somewhere between 100 and 200 pounds, probably. What if
they have to list out the names of every single piece of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
What if you're like in like a match that's like based off like a weight class, and you bring food onto the arena and you start eating mid-match and disqualify the match because you're now suddenly out of the weight class?
What do you think they weigh you in the middle? Like, I mean, between each round they weigh you just to make sure
if you can get enough ducks, and like maybe like, hey, if it's
a
like
couple geese.
That's too much food. Have you eaten duck? And don't get me started on a goose. A goose is way bigger.
Dude, imagine, oh my God. You're like right at the bottom of the weight class, and then in the middle of the fight, you just shit on the floor.
You just shit on the floor. The bell, ding, ding, ding. All right, guys, we gotta. Is it a foul or is it full disqualification?
You shit yourself, and then you don't weigh enough to be in the.
No, but the other dude knows this is going to happen because they see you like drop your pants, or they're like, oh crap, this is what's gonna happen.
It's the classic shit yourself technique. We've seen it thousands of times before.
Whoever shits themselves first is the one that gets out of the fight first. Well, so it's really a competition to see who shits themselves first.
Joe Rogan's like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a shit off. Who's gonna pull it off first?
Jesus. Oh, it looks like Ramirez is going for the pee strategy. See if you pee enough and fast. So if you pee, like you're probably gonna start peeing before the guy's done pooping. So, but like
the thing they don't talk about the thing they don't talk about the pee strategy is actually a lot of times when you pee, it creates the urge to poop. So it's a really underlooked way to go, and can really get you to where you want.
That's true. It's definitely an underutilized strategy because like there's a lot of a bit of a drawback in seeing that like, oh, it's just a little bit of pee. And like, how quickly are you going to be getting out of that weight class? Like, you got to be dropping like pounds of pee, and I don't think that's humanly possible.
See, when you're in UFC, it's all about control, and it's so much easier to control when you're going to pee than when you're going to poop. So,
okay, I'm done. I'm fully done.
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
What is we doing?
Anyway, I can continue the email. How about?
Yeah, we probably should do it. Because, like, in short, fuck you, Bob. You're wrong, and fuck you, and you're stupid. But email us again. Continue.
Thanks, Bob. I'm going to continue with his email. I also have a would you rather. Would you rather answer this question or not answer this question?
So I've been thinking about this.
Okay.
And my response is...
That's actually super interesting because I was also thinking about this, and my response is that I think I would answer the question, because I feel like this is a hard question. It's definitely like a deep philosophical question, because it's just like, like a not a redundant question, but like a meaningless question. It doesn't really have an inherent meaning to it. But so like, should you still ask it? And I think you should. Even if it feels meaningless and it feels stupid, I feel like you should talk about it anyway, because like there's could be something interesting or funny that comes out of it. Like the entire point of our podcast.
I chose my response.
Perfect.
I won't engage. I won't play Bob's games.
This is true. Bob, you're kind of 0 for 2 right now against Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron's mopping the floor and shitting on the arena in this heavyweight battle between the two of you. And honestly, my man, you're not peeing fast enough to keep up. So honestly, you
did not eat enough. What do you eat to make yourself poop? Not laxatives, but like
pasta.
No, what? What?
I was thinking because like I know like track kids like in high school like track kids or swim kids would like eat a lot of like pasta the night before so that they have like carbo load and like get the energy for the next day for their meet or whatever the next day. And I kind of just assumed that's where you were going with that.
No, I was thinking like it's
just like a creamy fettuccine Alfredo.
No. It's like something that's in foods, like a ingredient of food. Fiber.
Pasta.
Fiber.
You're not eating a cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh wait, give me a second. I'm gonna close the door to my room.
Okay.
Pretty out of pocket that I didn't do this before we started.
I can
entertain the people.
Well, it's interesting. I feel like we should answer the question.
All right, shut the fuck up.
Oh, thank God. Cool. I can. In short, Bob, you're 0 for 2. We have one more little bit. Let's see how you do.
Do it.
Finally, I need advice on something. Thanks, Bob. We love giving advice.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do I politely tell my friend that I cannot hang out with him anymore because I found out he's from Ohio?
Yeah, so this is one we get asked about a lot, actually.
Yeah, this is honestly like we've gotten a lot of these and we've ignored them just because like we can't just dunk on Ohio people this often.
But I'm really glad you asked. So
I keep putting up my phone to him like it's a recorder, like an ESPN interview, just like anyway. What's interesting about this actually is that like I actually Bob Bertz is actually one of my friends, and like I feel like I know him pretty well. He's like a very nice guy, and like for him to go as far as to include like one of the only things that he would feel strong enough to put on an email to us, because I know he like really likes listening to the podcast, that one of the few things he would put on is this. He has to feel like at least some weird amount like strong feelings about this, because he's a very nice person, and this is just like really out of left field.
I really want to know what Ohio did to him. Did all of Ohio, like, did his wife cheat on him with all of Ohio? With the entire state?
The Ohio hive mind. Oh, no, it's just the state itself, not like everyone in the state.
My wife had sex with a landmass.
Ask Reddit.
You know the episode of Rick and Morty where he like fucked a planet?
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that was different. That was like a hive mind. That was like a bunch of...
No,
like,
that's a different episode. There's an episode where like his ex-girlfriend was a hive mind who took over a planet, but then there's another episode where he fucked a planet and the planet got pregnant.
Oh, that's
you haven't watched that?
No, I have not.
Huh.
What do you think a part human, part Ohio baby would look like?
LeBron James. This is the first person from Ohio I could think of.
Name a second person from Ohio. Exactly. I think astronauts, but it's fine.
I don't know.
Cool. Exactly. That's fine.
Who knows where people are from?
You can email us, whoaskedcast@gmail.com. Name one person from Ohio, and it can't be LeBron.
Where are people from?
You're right. I'm sorry. I went way too specific.
Yeah.
So Bob, I think you just got to sit down and just like have a conversation. Just just communicate with this person. Really, really get in their head and just be like, You are a lesser person. Your opinion matters less than mine.
I was just thinking, you sit them down, you're like, hey, listen, everybody has their preferences, and like some people like some things more than others, and I just can't fucking stand you. And if you're going to ask why, it's because you're from Ohio, and that is one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard.
It's a kid coming out to their parents, just like, Mom, Dad, I'm from Ohio. What?
I thought it was gonna be the kid walks out to the parents, and the parents are like, "We fucking despise you. We don't want you anymore."
I was the kid from Ohio, but the parents are
adopted.
True.
Very simple answer.
Yep.
Mom, Dad, every way but physical, I am a piece of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Mom, Dad, in every way but physical, I am from Ohio.
Young child arrested for cannibalism in Ohio.
Young child from Ohio. Scandalous affair between Aaron Cohen and the state of Ohio?
Man arrested, accused of being from Ohio.
More on page 30.
We have like a wall around the state of Ohio.
It's a full quarantine of Ohio, completely unrelated to any virus.
We need to build a wall and make the Ohioans pay for it.
Build a wall around Ohio and landlock them into Ohio.
But they have a coast. How do we handle that?
We just build a wall on the coast. Thank you. I'm running against cancer.
Alex. I had a few more creative ideas though.
Okay, what's up?
So one of them was like, maybe do we know if the friend is male or female or or otherwise?
It's a broski.
Every time he asks you to hang out, you just say like the first time you hang out.
Friend. I have no idea.
Okay. Well, the first time the friend asks you to hang out, Bob, say it's like an hour and a half. That's fine. And then the next time you go like an hour and 20 minutes. And then after that, until your hangouts go to effectively 0 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
so like you still make plans to show up. You just make the time that you hang out 0.
Well, eventually the friend will know that like if they ask you to hang out, that means you're not spending time together, even if you say yes. and that way the boundary is set. Everything is perfect.
Mm-hmm. And no one's feelings are hurt, except for yours, because you only found out now that they're from Ohio. Honestly, that's kind of fucked up that they didn't.
Yeah, they kind of betrayed you.
Yeah.
I only know one person from Ohio, and
is it LeBron?
No. LeBron and I don't talk anymore.
So you don't know him?
Nope.
Not since the accident.
I meant like no personally. Anyway,
yeah.
I know one person. He fucking.
Dude's hung. I don't know.
Dude has got the largest left earlobe I've ever seen on any person.
Smallest dick though.
Oh my god, dick is tiny. Impossible to suck.
I don't think I know anyone from Ohio.
Really?
LeBron and I also are not speaking to. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wasn't LeBron someone that we referred to would be on the podcast in your room when we would record?
I can't remember if it was LeBron or Kevin Durant. I want to say it was LeBron. He would just sit in the corner.
Well, we should invite him to the Zoom next time. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, yo, you got the invite, dog.
He's your roommate and you don't talk to him?
Listen, I just broke a boundary, okay? That was pretty major for me, okay?
From Ohio, what are you
You're just gonna... He's built different. He's not from Ohio. He's half human, half the landmass of Ohio. And that's what makes him so good at basketball.
But born in Virginia.
He has earthly powers.
Water. Fire. Air. LeBron?
LeBron and Earth together, you get LeBirth. That's the level of... Have you seen the TikToks where it's like, chwater?
Yes.
Chafire.
Chwater, chirth, chafire, chair.
Yeah. Okay,
Anyway,
I'm glad we put that out there for everyone to know, because that's
just to finish Bob's email, Bobbert.
Yep.
He asked about Ohio, and then he said, if you choose to feature any parts of this email in the podcast, please do not use my real name, but instead give me a replacement name of your choosing. Oh, thank God, we already did that. Thanks, Bob.
Now you should say his real name.
Very respectfully, his full real name.
His full real name, his social security number, his address.
Those things. He actually even helped us out. He said very like in like the goodbye part. He said very respectfully, insert replacement name.
Very nice. If anyone wants to defend Ohio, you can let us know, and we will. And we will, present that information.
We will berate you.
Your awful argument. We'll give it to the court of public opinion, see what they think.
And even if you do have some like solid legs to stand on, we're probably just going to use some logical fallacies and just attack you that way.
No fallacies. Just true
fallacies.
True hard logic.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. But you've never been incorrect before ever. I have no recollection of ever being wrong in any scenario.
Do you remember what you had for breakfast this morning?
You think I eat breakfast, and that's pretty funny.
That's interesting. But if anyone has an email, anyone wants to engage with us through this fun email medium, you can email us. Whoaskedcast.
What about this fun email large, huh?
I've had it with you. I've absolutely had it.
Had it up to where? Up to where?
Up to like nipple high.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Upper peck.
No.
Traps even.
How dare you go past
I swear to God, if you the nipple is the line.
That's a betrayal of my trust.
But yeah, if anyone wants to email us, you can email us, and we'll talk about it. Thanks. And speaking of, we actually have. Actually, do you want to do Would You Rather, or do you want to go into a second thing?
Let's do the Would You Rather. Why not? Because it's also technically an email.
It is technically an email. So
the email just contained like a link to a tweet, and the tweet is an image with a bunch of like different pills.
All right,
that you can take, and they all have different effects.
Yeah. Just a shout out. Just shout out a name. Actually, I don't think we really need to, because this person's been on the show. I don't think we really need to.
Yeah, I think we can say his name.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Aaron.
Bob. I email us. Hey guys, big fan, best show on the internet.
Hey guys, mediocre fan. You guys could be doing better.
I watch you guys from time. I've watched 2 or 3 episodes.
But yeah, our friend, Aaron.
We're not doing this.
It was Ray. Shout out to Ray. Thanks, Ray.
Shout out Ray.
Ray sent us a thing of just hey, which one of these options would you take? It's pills. It's which pill would you take? Because it's a Matrix reference. But
for anyone who knows us personally, and has never sent us anything, just know that Ray is a better friend than you guys.
Yes. Because Ray has now emailed us multiple times. We've used multiple of his things, and he's been on the show. So that's really on you. That's on you.
It's pretty conclusive. It's pretty much your personal duty to send us messages. And I know I just said duty, but you have to forgive me. You know what I mean?
I honestly wasn't even going to say. It didn't even cross my mind.
Well, I would hope so, because it's the sense of humor of a 3-year-old. Anyway, let's get to the fucking.
Let's get into these bills. I mean, do we want to read them each out, or do we want to weigh both? Weigh not both. There's 6. We want to weigh each one at a time.
No. We should definitely, because you have to pick one, so we should.
Yeah, okay. I'll read them all out. Ready?
Yeah.
Red pill. Gain an extra. You can only choose one pill.
I'm looking at them on my
rephrase.
Well.
You have to choose one pill.
Yeah.
Red pill.
Like the Matrix.
Gain an extra finger every day for the rest of your life. Lime pill. Interesting color choice. Become immune to radiation.
How are you going to have a lime pill but not a lemon pill? It's pretty fucked.
Blue pill. Minus 15% attack. Plus 35% defense. Okay.
Enticing.
That's like a pretty interesting stat buff.
It's a trade-off I'd be willing to make.
It's trade-off, yeah. Brown pill. Every second you spend feeling existential dread adds 2 seconds to your total lifespan. Gray pill.
Counterintuitive pill. Anyway.
Gray pill. Turns you into a girl. Parentheses permanent.
It's pretty discriminatory, would you rather?
Last pill is actually a little bit more than the pill. It's a 300 milligram MDMA.
In the shape of Wario for some reason.
Oh my god, I thought it was just a little. I thought it looked like a little cookie. And I was just like, you put Molly in a cookie?
Yep, I just realized looking at it that it is in fact a Wario shape.
I'll try to show it to the camera.
Ooh, that's a little
That's
tough.
not going to happen.
Nope.
That's not going to happen. But it is a little drug gummy. I don't even think it's a gummy, but
is 300 milligrams? Is that a lot of MDMA?
I think I'm gonna say that's a lot.
Is that a survivable amount of MDMA?
I'm gonna say no.
So one of the options is just die.
Yes.
Now I gotta look it up.
Zero experience. Okay. Sure.
How much? I'm glad this is going on my search history. MD.
You're gonna get like a Yahoo answers. That's like how much MDMA is lethal. Time sensitive. Please help now.
Urgent.
Here it is. Moms.com. Okay.
Moms.com. Okay, this is from New Zealand. That's important information.
Mm-hmm.
A common dose
as far from Ohio as could be.
A common dose of MDMA is around 80 to 120.
Okay.
Doses over 150 milligrams are considered high.
Okay, so 300 milligrams would kill you definitely, is what I'm hearing.
That's what it sounds like, but it would probably be quite the experience before you die.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's definitely interesting. That's definitely going to play into it. Okay. So well, let's just dive into this.
I don't understand the brown pill.
Every second you spend feeling existential dread adds 2 seconds to your total lifespan. Essentially, it's an elixir of immortality. You can, because if you're spending 1 second, it's like, oh, but I'm wasting 1 second, but you're not gaining a second back. You're gaining 2 seconds, which means like you're gaining. It's like a net gain of 1 second of lifespan.
But listen,
every second that you're.
Listen, here's the thing: if you're feeling existential dread.
Are you going to say what kind of life are you living if so much of your life is going to be existential dread?
Well, yeah. Well, what I'm trying to say is, if you're feeling existential dread, why would you want to live longer? Like, I
don't know. Maybe to like figure it out. Maybe to find some meaning. I mean, I learned. I was learning about existentialism in one of my psych classes, and it's actually super interesting. And it's about like persevering through existential like crises, persevering through chaos and absurdity, and to find meaning through the chaos. Like that's part of existentialism. It's not just like damn, everything sucks, we're all gonna die, what's the point? It's like you persevere through that to find meaning.
Okay, well then the other point is
that's definitely not what they're talking about though. They definitely mean like oh god, I'm on my deathbed and I have cancer. Oh shit, am I even real? What the hell is going on? Okay, I got myself a few seconds.
Yeah, it's like, how much time will you really gain by that? You know what I mean?
Theoretically infinite. If it only takes 1 second, you're gaining an extra second. Like it's 1 to 2. Like it's like the.
But it's like how long do you have to think about? How long do you have to?
It's just 1 second. It's like a 1 step back, 2 steps forward. You can't.
No. I understand that, but like, you'd have to think about existential dread for a while in order to gain a meaningful amount of time.
I guess that's true. But it's still. I'm not arguing for it. I'm just saying that like there is an argument.
All right. Well, I think we could just discount the red pill immediately.
Gain an extra finger every day for the rest of your life. One quick question: does it have to be on your hand?
Well, I was gonna say like eventually it has to not be on your hand because
I don't know. It could be like a finger off of a finger off of a finger. Like
no, that's not multiple. Like who's to say that's multiple fingers? And anyway, that's not on your hand. That's on your
fellas,
finger.
What's a finger?
When you get down to the bare bones of it, what is really even a finger?
Oh God, no. Existential dread. My life, it's elongating.
My finger is elongating. So that's stupid. There's no use to that.
Lime pill. Become immune to radiation. How are we feeling about that one?
I don't know how many times I'm gonna ever be exposed to radiation.
And even if like I was seeking radiation, I feel like how helpful that'd be. Like,
dude,
ooh, like I'm in Chernobyl. Ooh.
Yeah, I was about to say unlimited trips to Chernobyl.
No, you still have to pay and get there. You're just not gonna immediately die.
You could like eat the elephant's foot.
Yeah,
and just be chilling. You'd be a god. You could probably get famous off that.
No, I think it's. Just because it's not radiation killing you, I feel like.
No, I'm gonna run with this one. Okay. I'm gonna run with this one.
Okay. I'm gonna say no to the lime pill.
I don't know. I'm keeping it on the table. I'm keeping it on the table. You know,
you're back pocketing the lime pill.
Yeah. Okay, put it on the back burner for now.
Gray pill turns you into a girl permanent.
A lot of questions to be asked about this one.
No, I think it's pretty straightforward. You're magically turned into like someone of the opposite sex, and then you immediately go to transition back into your.
No, it's permanent. So
you're right. I'm sorry.
Does that mean also if you take that pill, we become a society where gender transitions aren't allowed, like aren't accepted?
Ooh, interesting. No, actually, I think the crazy squares in their PCP.
The crazy squares are the gender transition police. Anytime someone's thinking about it, the crazy squares show up and they take care of the issue.
They eat you.
That they may or may not. No one's ever seen it happen and lived to tell the tale. So
I thought I said PVC for a second, like a PVC pipe, like
as opposed to what?
Like PCP, like the drug.
Oh. Dude, I've been taking so many PVC pipes.
Dude, like 100 milligram PCP pipe. That shit goes.
Dude, it literally makes water go.
Be fighting back against those Cinnamon Toast Crunch police when they try to change my gender. when they try to undo my gender transition.
They don't. They stop it before it happens. By
killing me. Gotcha.
Theoretically eating you, but we have no confirmation.
Would you change sexes?
What do you mean?
Like would you be a girl?
Just randomly? I'm so confused.
It's the pill. Turn you into a girl.
But are you talking about if I took the pill?
Yeah. Like that's just like a classic.
That's what it does.
No, I know.
I'm so confused. What are you asking?
That pill is like a classic question. Like, oh, if you had the chance, would you be a girl for a day?
For a day? Well, yeah. Okay. Well, if you add that, but if you're asking would I change to become a girl permanently, the answer is no. Because if the answer was yes, I would already do it.
Fuck, man. Obviously not.
Your question does not make any
Never
sense.
Mind.
What the fuck are you trying to ask?
Never mind. I don't know. I'm just trying to make conversation.
It doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Second to last pill.
That's like saying would you shave all your hair off? No, because if I wanted to do that, I would have already. You fucking dunce.
No, just for a day though. Just for a day.
and then we'll glue it back on. Same thing with gender trans. Maybe that's not allowed.
Let's move on from this. Let's move on for this. The second to last pill. 300 milligrams of MDMA.
Just die. Just fucking OD.
OD, but
wait, let's get a little bit more specific. Is 300 I'm going to look up 300 specifically.
Just super specific. Help.
Is 300 milligrams of MDMA too much?
I'm not gonna lie. If I for some reason, if I knew I was about to die, if I knew that I was gonna die that day, or maybe I was like terminally ill with something, and I was probably gonna die within that week, and I was thinking of going out on my own terms. I don't know, man. That that weird Wario edible. He's got eyes. Got eyes and a fat ass.
He's got eyes on a fat tutor. Hey girl, you fart with that ass. Anyway, it seems like 300 milligrams is basically like the most intense high, and you're basically on the borderline of death. Like,
gotcha.
Serious consequences either way. Death, a strong possibility.
So this is akin to 3-year-old perks. I'm sorry, 5-year-old perks.
Yeah, or something like that. We wouldn't know.
If I like knew I was going to die like soon, I might just go for it.
Do you know that, dude? Would you die?
If I was going to die, Aaron, I would have already done it.
You brought this upon yourself by asking the fucking dumbest question I've ever heard in my entire life.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now that I think about it a little bit more, that question is supposed to be like, if you were like a person of the opposite sex for a day, what would you do? That's what that question is. And I couldn't think of like the actual content of that question off the top of my head. And I just had that in front of me. So I just read it again and was stupid about it. So I'll take that. That one's on me. I'll take that one. There's a big L here and it's mine, and I'll take it, eat it, and just sit with it. Just roll around in it for a while. But it's definitely mine. The L
That's
is
what
mine.
you deserve.
It's on me.
I don't think, I don't know. The MDMA is the only one that's like
fully a joke. Fully a joke. Hold on. Let's just talk about the last pill is the minus 15% attack plus 35% defense.
Yeah, see, I'm worried that like my attack is already really low. So like I'd be approaching 0 attack at that point, and then
if you're like, what other stat are you building up?
What do you mean? I'm not building up any stat. I just have low attack.
That's it. You're just like in the categories of stats. It's just like average, 0.
Welcome to the real world where not everyone has the same amount of total stats.
No, it's like you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. That is how it is in the real world. But in Dungeons and Dragons, when you like you build your stats, you have like a dump stat, which is usually like a stat that you lower the most. So it's like, ooh, I want my strength to be high, so I'm gonna have to take the L on something. We'll say wisdom. I'll be really like not wise, but I'll be really strong, or something like that. And so it was like it's very not common for someone to just be super average at everything and then just like fully 0 in something else.
Well, I'm high in something.
Anyway, honestly, the weirdest thing is that I think the blue pill is Dude, did you already take the MDMA? Oh my god, are you overdosing? Steve's been
I'm high on fucking pot news, baby.
Have you seen those Seth Rogen point of view TikToks?
Nope.
That's interesting because Steve has done nothing else but quote that for the last week. And I'm not gonna lie, it's getting pretty good. He's only getting better at Seth Rogen. One of his favorite ones is a point of view. You're smoking weed with Seth Rogen, but you're overdosing on weed, and you're watching Friends. And it always starts like, actually, I'm not even gonna try. Friends. No, I'm done.
May I ask how this at all relates to what we're talking about?
It doesn't. But so.
Okay.
I think the blue pill, the minus 15% attack plus 35% defense, is the closest we've got to like normal.
But like, I don't know. Like, you want to not be able to attack? I want to be able to attack.
Borderline infinite fingers. Die immediately.
Not borderline infinite fingers. How long do you think you're going to live, dog?
With all this existential dread, man? I don't know.
No, you get one or the other. Let's not get it twisted.
Let's just remember. In almost incomprehensible number of fingers on a body, the possibility of eternal life, but at a very awful cost of not enjoying it. Immune to a paid trip to Chernobyl. Girl, die.
Woman.
Those are
die.
Those are the options. Those are the options. I feel like minus 50% attack plus 35% defense is like almost borderline normal, and you have to choose one.
You know, I think so. I'm looking at the options on my other screen. I think I'm taking the lime pill.
Which one's that? You have to pay to go. You have to pay to go there.
Who the fuck said? Well, firstly, who said I have to go to Chernobyl?
Where are you going? The moon?
Nowhere. Fucking nowhere. I don't have to go anywhere. Firstly, it's like I can live my normal life with a secret superpower. Or
but there are so many like superhero origin stories that originate that like, oh, they fell in a vat of like radioactive chemicals or something like that and became Spider-Man or something.
Okay, tell me where on the fucking image that it says that. That's what I thought.
I'm going with the blue pill.
I wasn't even done talking. I wasn't even done.
I'm sorry.
I have a plan.
What's up?
I am going to go to Chernobyl. And you want to know why? I'm going to go there, get inside the power plant, like stomp around on the elephant's foot, take a big shit on the rest of the world.
Disqualify yourself from your previous weight class.
Become famous for being the guy who went in there without any protective gear and was fine. And then become rich and famous from that.
Who's going to pay you?
What? I'm going to go on like Ellen and shit.
Do they pay you to go on Ellen?
Yes.
I thought that was just like...
You don't just go for free. No. You get paid to do any of that stuff. I'll do a bunch of stunts.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
just do like a backflip.
I'll do...
like you're not like talented. You're just like...
I have a power, bro.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Yeah.
I'm going to become a fucking rich celebrity.
Interesting. Cool.
Meanwhile, you're just going to be a little bit better at defending yourself.
Hey, I'm also a little bit weaker. Marginally.
I don't think plus 35% defense is going to help you when you get shot in the Bronx.
I don't think your radiation superpower is going to help you when you get shot.
I'm not in the Bronx though.
There are a lot of break-ins. I'm moving off campus. It's very fun.
Into the Bronx?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I will have you know there are 0 streetlights on my street.
I mean, that's it. Listen, that's how you want it, you know?
No,
move in silence. We move in silence.
No, I live there. I don't want anyone moving in silence.
All right, so what you need to do, listen, here's how you prevent, when you move somewhere that maybe you don't think is the safest and you want to prevent yourself from getting mugged, what do? You become a mugger.
You can still get mugged.
But like, listen, if you are the mugger, lowers the chance you're going to be the muggee.
Muggee? Mugged?
No. Well, getting mugged, but like, there's the mugger and then the muggee.
There just be the mugger and someone getting mugged.
Well, it's no fun like that.
You're right. I'll in order to be safe, I'll just do crime.
Yeah.
Cool.
Tell me how that. If you can give me one solid reason as to why you shouldn't, I'm all ears. But I'm here to tell you, I'm not all ears.
That's awesome.
All right, psych topic.
We are about 57 minutes in.
Oh,
we can do the psych topic pretty quick, or we could save it.
Let's just get it in just so we could say that we did it.
Sure. I found a random side topic on young children and lying. It's pretty straightforward. But I thought it was funny we could talk about it. Just that in this one it was honestly I don't remember. No, I remember. It was this study they took. It was funny because I saw it. It said they took 65 2 to 3 year olds, but I thought. Just the way that it was read, it looked like they took 2 to 3 65-year-olds. And now
they couldn't tell whether it was 2 or 3.
I mean, they're like functionally equivalent. It's like the same. It's like the numbers stack up. Who would win in a fight? 2 to 3 65-year-olds or 65 2 to 3-year-olds?
Definitely.
I mean, hey, the weight class is essentially the same.
You're just basically like asking if like a fuck ton of young kids can beat up old people. And the answer is definitely yes. Also, of course, they're functionally the same. It's multiple. It's multiplication. 65 is You're an old person if you're 65.
I think you technically count as an older adult because like you can like retire and everything. Anyway, what fuck it. They were not there were not retirees in this study.
There were either two or 3 65-year-olds. I couldn't tell, they were so fast.
So whoever you think was in the study, it could be old people, it could be 2 to 3 year olds. It's your truth. You can live it.
Same cognitive function.
the researchers like put a toy in like a room and like hid it behind something, and they but they didn't show the kid, and they told the kid like, hey, I'm gonna step out of the room, don't look at the toy. And then they stepped out of the room, and they said out of 65 of them, 80% of them went and looked at the toy anyway, and then like came back and sat back down. And the researcher came back into the room and was like, hey, did you look at the toy? And okay, I don't see his number here. I would probably have to read the study, and why would I do that? But it says that most children just fully yep, I went and saw it. However,
kids are snitches. They don't understand.
They snitch on themselves.
Yeah,
like, there was there wasn't like a threat. It wasn't even like a demanding tone. Like did you see it? It was just like, did you look at the toy? And they were just like, yeah, 100%, yes, totally.
Well, you want to know what this could relate to is theory of mind, and what that is like having the understanding that other people can have different beliefs than you. Yeah, yeah. Like those kids probably don't understand that the adults could conceptualize that, like they think that since they know that they did it, the adults know too.
Yeah.
For example, there's a study that was done with like young kids where like the parent was in the room and they put like a ball under one cup, and then they left the room, and then someone else moved the ball onto under another cup. And then the parent comes back in there and they ask the kid, like, where do you think the parent thinks the ball is? Okay. And they said like the cup that it is now in, even though the parent would have no way to know that it was moved. Does that make sense?
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
And that's because the kids can't understand that the parents would guess wrong.
Right.
Like they think because they know where the ball is, the parent will too, just because of virtue of like.
Right. Because they just like, okay, I understand. That's interesting. I mean, I feel like there is some relation to this. Just to finish what it is, because like there wasn't really much about it, but it was definitely interesting. That the kids that did lie and like did engage in lie telling behavior, which is the term that they used. Fucking psychologists, I hate this so much.
Got to be technical somehow.
I know. That after like controlling for stuff, they determined that it was kids. The kids that lied the most often were the ones that were slightly older, and the ones that were basically like scored higher, like on executive functioning tests. So basically, they were more likely to lie if they were older and smarter.
Yeah, that checks out. And the kids that didn't lie, they beat the shit out of those kids because snitches get stitches.
This is true. They actually instilled that at a young age. Then they do another study later on the kids that were beaten when they were 2 to 3 by these researchers, and we're just like, so do you still lie? It was like, yes, absolutely. I hate you so much. Why am I here?
Incredible statistics. There were only 3 hospital visits after this exam, after this study was completed.
I feel like we're really moving into a progressive future, guys.
Making the world a better place, you know?
Making the world a better place for these 65 3-year-olds / 3 65-year-olds.
Yeah.
Just imagining this with 2 to 3 65-year-olds, just like, all right, I'm gonna put this toy back. I'm gonna put this 300 milligram MDMA back here.
Don't go look at it.
Did you look at it? Just completely overdosed.
Literally dead. I just stuck on the like. They can't tell whether it was 2 or it was 3.
Okay, because you're supposed to like use the same like standard. Like if you're using numbers or typing out the numbers like in letters, you're supposed to use the same thing on whatever you're talking about. But they said 65 words, 2 to 3-year-olds numbers, and like I understand why they would do that, but it's just like it was just such a weird like thing next to each other that was just like, oh, it's 65-year-olds and there's 2 to 3 of them.
Your reading comprehension is down the drain, my guy.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we could wrap up.
Yep.
Okay, so we have an Instagram, we have a TikTok, we have a Twitter at whoaskedcast. We have a YouTube channel, Who Asked where you can see videos of us saying this stupid shit. And we have a website, whoaskedpodcast.podbean.com, where you can find links to all of our episodes and all of our socials and all the platforms on which you can listen to us.
And if you have anything that you want to email us, if you want to yell at us for our stupid opinions or continue to berate me for my popcorn opinions, which I still stand by. I didn't mention that before. I do stand by them, no matter how many of my closest family and friends tell me that they hate me.
My loved ones.
You can email us, whoaskedcast@gmail.com. And big shout out to Bob Boberts and Ray for for emailing us today. And hey, if you email us, whoaskedcast@gmail.com, maybe you can be on the next show. Maybe.
Probably.
The next one, I don't know. But the one after that, also don't know. But the one after that,
definitely not.
My birthday. My birthday's so far away. All right, see you guys.
Bye.